What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bisman Cam here, and I am back with yet another video. Now, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about how I have my best detailing week out of all the time I've ever been detailing. I made $2,000 this week, and I'm gonna be talking about a few things like how many cars it took, how many days I detailed out of that week, how I was able to get those clients, get that clientele to keep it rolling, to be able to make that money. Obviously, you know, $2,000 wasn't all profit. You know, we have chemicals and all that stuff. So that stuff is not included in this video. We're just gonna be talking about the overall. But yeah, man, before we can even begin this video, I need y'all to go ahead and smash that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit 6K subs. So thank y'all so much for supporting your boy. Y'all been killing it, man. Like I always say, I really appreciate y'all, man. And appreciate y'all for sticking through with your boy and, you know, commenting, enjoying my videos and giving me feedback and all that jazz. So appreciate y'all, man. Hey, any links for tools or products should be in the description below. And yeah, man, let's get right into it. Alrighty, you guys, so we just arrived on location for the vehicle that we're doing today. So let me go ahead and just show y'all real quick so you guys can see. So it's not too horrible at all, but yeah, we're about to go ahead. Got the air compressor out, got my vacuum out, I'm about to get to work. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna be talking about is how many cars it took and how many days I detailed during that week. So it ended up taking, I think, 12 cars is what I have written down on my book, and I ended up working 6 days that week. I think I took 1 day off that week, but I was straight grinding, man. Whole week, really no breaks. And that's pretty much how I had it divided. Obviously, you guys may be able to get less cars and, you know, make more money, or, you know, depending on how your pricing is, but that's just personally how mine was. And now I kind of want to mention how I was able to get that many customers. The biggest thing for me is consistency on social media. So the more I notice I post and the more active I am, I notice I get more feedback. So I'm posting on my stories, people are watching, and here and there during those days while I'm posting, while I'm recording, I'm getting DMs from possible clientele that are asking me, you know, how much for this, how much for that, pricing and stuff. So the more consistent I am on social media in my presence, which I've completely built up, the way that I have my social media, people just look and they know that I'm gonna probably do a good job because I have my portfolio set up that way to where they really shouldn't even question me. So I got it really nice and easy. So a big thing for me is social media. Another thing I've been doing is paid Instagram ads. You guys know I made a few videos about Instagram ads in the past. Maybe I'll make an updated video because those have been doing pretty well for me. Free Facebook group posts. I join a few Facebook groups around the area, make a post. Usually there's like Merchant Mondays and stuff like that where businesses post their business and services. So I usually go up on there once a week, every Monday. Sometimes I forget, so it may be every 2 weeks, but I've gotten a few clients through that, just posting, hey, you know, I'm a mobile detailer, blah, blah, blah. People reply, I get customers that way as well. And then the last thing would just be word of mouth. If you guys do a good job, which is really important on any given vehicle, obviously, you want to treat your customers with respect. I have really good customer service. I'm really understanding for cancellations and stuff like that, obviously to an extent, but things like that, you got really good customer service, you're gonna have returning clients. It's not just the detail job that you got to do that's gonna get you the clients, man. You could be low-key an average detailer, but have a best customer service and you'll get returning clients. So that was another huge thing during that week. I noticed, I think 2 out of those 12 clients, it might've been 11 cars, I had to go double check, but 2 out of those clients were returning customers from other people and had said, hey, you know, so-and-so said you did great work, so that's how I got your contact info. That was a huge one. Okay, so we're about an hour in, a little over an hour in. I'm actually almost done with the interior because it wasn't very bad. I've just been grinding it out. Pretty much everything besides plastics. So the way that I separate the car is usually vacuum slash air compressor, door panels, center console slash dash, and then seats. And then, well, if they're leather seats, usually if they're cloth, I'll do that in the beginning. And then all the plastics. And by all the plastics, I mean things like around here, under there. I usually include the door, like the seat moving part. as well as the little, there's like little plastic pieces under the chair there. So those are all the plastics. So that's what I'm wiping down right now. And then once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it up. We got the mats over there. We're gonna get all the washing stuff out to get ready to wash the vehicle. And while we're washing the vehicle, we're just gonna spray down the mats. I'll extract them. That way it's nice and simple. They're already super damp and clean. Set them back in, do the wash. Yeah, be good to go. Another thing is organization. So I wouldn't be able to do all that without organization. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tested for ADHD or ADD possibly, because my mind is just everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where I've forgotten, where like someone will schedule an appointment with me. I don't write it down right away because I'm not thinking like that. I end up forgetting, and then last minute, they're like, hey, are we still doing our appointment? I've had that happen like very few times, but that's very important, is organization. So if you're gonna, max out how much money you're making each week, you need to be organized. So have some type of app, or, if you're better with physical copies of something, make sure you have your appointments scheduled out, written right in front of you. Do it right away when you get that client. That way you can keep your schedule organized. You know how many clients you have each day. That's the first most basic thing. Another thing that I've been doing is kind of understanding and knowing how much time it takes me to detail, just knowing myself personally. So obviously it's taken some time to get to this point, to where I'm building to get 2,000. I've kind of learned about myself and how much I can handle and how much I can detail. So that's a huge thing. If you're scheduling too many details, or you're a one-man crew and you think, oh, I can do a bunch of stuff, but in reality, you end up getting tired. You got to know how much you can do. So before I even had a $2,000 week, I've spent years kind of practicing and seeing how fast I can detail. So I know what my average time is for a full detail, usually around 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours for something that's like medium. Obviously worse vehicles, it could be around 4 hours to 4 to 5 hours. Especially as a solo crew, it can get difficult. So I kind of understand my limitations, and I know how much I can schedule and how much I should schedule, so I can correctly space them. That's a huge thing. Obviously, it's a part of organization. You want to make sure you correctly space your details, because I'm not going to schedule 2 full details back to back at 8 a.m. and then one at 11, because I'm not going to be unsure. If anything, I'm going to do it at 8 a.m., then schedule another one for maybe 1 or 2 p.m. So that way I have enough time before it gets dark to do the second one. And you got to think about traveling distance in between. You want to make sure you have enough, time to, grab a snack, or if you want to eat or lunch or whatever, you need to make sure you space them correctly, just so you understand how many you could do per day, your limitations as far as health. I have pretty bad back issues and I'm only 20, so that's been kind of an issue. So I can only do so much in one day, which I've kind of become to understand, and so I schedule myself as so. And kind of the last little thing that goes under the organization category is to make sure that everything is done the day before. So this is maybe a given, but sometimes you don't really think about it. I try to rewash my towels every single night. The ones that I need to, I'll go and wash every night, but sometimes I do big loads and I'll just use them for a few days, then I'll wash them. I'll go to a laundromat, do them all at once. Just make sure your stuff is all done. Make sure your chemicals are filled. Make sure, if you have battery powered things, make sure those batteries are charged. That way, you're not scheduling 2 full details in a day and your drill brush is already gone with battery after the first one. If you need a backup battery, make sure you got a backup battery. If you need extra vacuum bags, because your vacuum is about to fill up, make sure you got extra vacuum bags. Me personally, I got all that stuff in my vehicle just in case I run out of certain things. I got extra gloves, got extra this and that. Make sure you always got some extra stuff, and make sure you're always prepared the day beforehand, just because it makes it easier. You don't want to go in with half chemicals or running out of chemicals, and you scheduled 3, 4, 5 vehicles that day. That's just not realistic, and you're gonna be taking time in between. Maybe you ran out of chemicals, you gotta go get some, or you didn't fill up your chemicals, so you gotta fill them all up before you start the day. Try to do that the night before. That's what I usually do. I'll go fill it up. Then that way, I got my towels done, I'll put them back in the car, and I'm set to go. And that way, when I have a full schedule, I already have everything ready and laid out. I don't gotta worry about nothing else. I just go and do the job that I'm supposed to do. All right, so just a quick update. I'm almost done. I'd say like 25, 30 minutes left. I just updated the customer. He just came out actually as I texted him, but just let him know that I'm almost finished. I washed everything's done except for polishing. So I just gotta polish the exterior real quick. So we should be good to go. Let's get finished up. All right, you guys, so it is actually a few days later, but wanted to come on here to let y'all know how much money we made on this detail. So we ended up making $220. Took us about 2.5 hours, so that's pretty much it. And that is pretty much all I have for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I went over everything I did. Like I said, I know 2,000 may not be crazy, and obviously we didn't get all 2,000. If y'all want me to be realistic, we probably made closer to like 14, maybe 1,500 after gas, after if we take away taxes, if we, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, if y'all really want to know the numbers. So yeah, I mean, I had my best week. I'm proud of myself, but this is just the beginning. We going way harder. I've been getting a lot of details scheduled ahead of time, and you know what I'm saying, it's great, honestly. I'm pushing social media, like I said, I'm just being consistent, and I'm getting consistent results. Consistent, you be consistent, you get consistent results. Simple as that. Not simple as that, but in layman's terms, it's as simple as that. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We just hit 6K, like I said, so y'all been killing it. Leaving comments, hit my DMs on Instagram. And if you haven't, go follow me on Instagram at Purple Rain Mobile. You know, you can DM me on there if you have any questions or comments or anything like that. And yeah, man, see y'all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gone. Peace.